so back. Music. Turn that bitch down. Oh God, I'm a bit zoomed in. There we go. Oh, I'm loving my new setup. Right, let me just check. Is audio working? Yeah, audio is working beautifully. My delta's not though. Why is my delta so jammed up like that? Okay, there we go. That's better. 930 to there. And then get our trusty volume profile. Yep. Good to go. Good to go. Ugh. That is the only thing that doesn't look right, but now it does. Hell yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Straight back on the funded this morning. Back to business. What's the ATR? Let's get an idea of that. Also, I need to check news. 4.4 is the ATR. I do need to check news. So let me do that real quick. I think there's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. news. Oh, and then it's FP week, isn't it? Yeah, first full week back. NFP week. Yippee. So we do get some 10 a.m. news or PMI numbers. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I'll be taking this first session quite slow. I was watching it over the holiday, but obviously I'll be a little bit rusty. Just in general, until I get back into the swing of things. Hope you boys had a good Christmas though. Good Christmas and New Year. I know I did. G'day. G'day UCM guy. I'll just call you Guy. Welcome. Let me minimize this a little bit. That's getting a bit too much. It's better. Oh God, I still need to shave. You know what? That's as soon as I finish this stream, I'm gonna go shave my damn beard. I'm getting overgrown. I've been telling myself I would for like the past 2 or 3 days, and just haven't. We're in a bit of no man's land right now. We only really have the current session volume profile to play with. No actual value levels because they are all the way down here. 10 down to like 905. That's a very intriguing area for things to happen. I wouldn't mind a long from just straight off previous day's value area low. Or value area high, sorry. Which is what? 907, so put that down at 900. That's definitely a trade idea. see what this news does first. But that is absolutely an idea that I will consider. Probably should go for a slightly bigger stop, to be honest. Maybe that. 9.875. 9-point stop. Get the RR to a 1. To 1. Yeah. I like that. But we'll see, obviously. We've got 10 AM news. And it's got to get all the way down there first. I don't really like the overnight value area high just because it's all the way on its own. We have a lot of stacked value levels down there, so I'll just take it at the middle one. Try and get something. But that was premium in the last regular trading hours session. I'm from Friday. And it's a discount in the overnight session, so nice little confluence for me to take along. Can I just press for 3? Yeah, I can. Ah, since when is that thing? Okay, can I don't need that there. Don't need that. I kind of want to minimize this order thing. I'll keep it there for now. It's not exactly in the way, so. I am asking quite a lot for this 10 AM news. I'm asking ES to drop about 30 points for my entry, but I don't really have a choice, seeing as that's where my levels are, so. Did we get much of a... I know we broke previous day's value area high in London, and I think we gave quite a nice retest of it. Yeah, so we broke above it, actually. Where? Oh, it's literally opened right above it. Bounced around in this area for ages. Yeah, lots of just like breaks, taps. Dive back below a little bit, break above, tap again. Tap again. Tap again, tap again, tap again. Break above. And then it just kind of meandered around and then shot up during the pre-market. But yeah, absolutely no reason this couldn't come all the way down here. I mean, in the last hour, it got all the way up there, so nothing saying that in the next hour it can't get down here, especially since we have all the volatility coming in from... Oh, what was that? Something just fell. Oh, it was that. That's fine. I can fix that later. I really need to get something for that. It's like a little box that just has all my cables and stuff in to keep my desk kind of clean, even though it's still very dirty. Not dirty, but messy. But the box just keeps falling off. As I once was. I wonder if I would take a long from previous week's POC, would I? Probably not, honestly, unless the volume profile of the developing session looked really clean. I would prefer... Honestly, I would even take a trade at the overnight value area high, but It would depend on how this developing profile develops over the overnight value area high. I will either take a break and retest of it, or along from it. I favour a break and retest short, to be honest. Like if it doesn't get down to the previous day value area high. Didn't mean to do that. This CVD is so messy. There we go. This is set to what I think it's set to, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Literally just need to wait 2 minutes, well, minute and a half until news. Very boring D-shaped profile so far. I'm trying to clean up my desk like midstream. Delta's just getting pretty flat now. Makes sense since we're going into the news that no one's going to be wanting to enter much. Do you know what else I fixed over the Christmas holiday period, which I'm so thankful I did? Well, fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure I fixed the freezing issue, because I was having some major issues with that. Oh god, that was a big little spike. I just got eaten. Like a recent change. Oh, funding ticks. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, not a fan. That's why they're no longer there. Still a solid firm. Absolutely still a solid firm, but yeah, not ideal. Like, obviously some of the rule changes were good. Well, not so much rule changes, but some of the changes that they made. The 1 minute rule kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't honestly, I think a lot of people overestimate how much of an impact that would have on them. Because, like, how often are you in and out of a trade within a minute? Unless you're like gambling. Like, I scalp, and I would say that my trades, I would have to look at my data, but very few of them I would say last less than a full minute. So but it's just the idea that I don't want to be entering a trade and then having to count and be like, right, I'm past the minute mark now. I don't want to be penalized if my trade just happens to like pan out quickly. So yeah, not a rule I'm a fan of. Another thing I wasn't a fan of was the profit split dropping to 80%. Although I do think that that is going to become a more common thing. Something to do with the market, or not the market, the data providers or something like that. Hopefully we don't see that, because 90% is obviously, like, the profit split is a big thing for me, because at the end of the day it's how much you're going to get paid, and 10% of a $1,000 payout is $100. So I absolutely care about the profit split, and they dropped that from 90% to 80%. So that was another thing that annoyed me. But they did actually make their 50k account one of the easiest to pass as far as take profit, or not take profit, as far as like target and drawdown. It's literally 1-to-1, $2,500 each way. So that's pretty cool. It's like one good thing to come of it. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of the other changes. Those are the main ones for me. I am going to do a video on it literally after this, probably. But yeah. That's my current standing with funding ticks. Still not a bad firm at all. Like, if someone told me they were funded with funding ticks, I wouldn't be saying to the, like, I wouldn't be going, oh, you shouldn't be funded with them, you should be funded with someone like Lucid, because ultimately funding ticks still have their advantages. Cheap, quick to pass evals. CVD is jumping up here, so we're getting a bit of absorption at these highs. Yeah. Profit target is the only reason I'm still trading with them. I did get some trades cancelled because of the one. Yeah, see, it is definitely something that's annoying. But yeah, the profit target is a good thing to stay with them for. I think that if they were to have not added that 1 minute rule in, but still dropped the profit target a bit, I would have potentially been more leaning towards them, just because I feel like we're going to get a lot of firms do that 80% like change from 90 to 80%. But yeah, the 1 minute rule was the main, like, because ultimately you're literally just being penalized if you get lucky. Like, if you get a trade that pans out faster than you were expecting, then you lose the profit. And then obviously if a trade hits your stop loss within a minute, then it still counts. So yeah, still a lot of absorption at these highs here. Kind of anticipating a failure swing here, especially considering we have this D-shaped profile. Professor Mac! What's up, Professor Mac? Happy New Year to you. Hope you're well. And Christmas. It's been a fair while since we've been here. Mean that it will fail to push higher. Also D-shaped profile, so I mean, like, likelihood is we rotate back into the range here, I would say, but we'll see. How do you get the cumulative delta on the right side? I didn't see the option for that yet. You have to, so I have a floating, I'm going to do a video on this as well. These are the two videos that I'm going to be doing, like, literally this week. I'll get them posted. Is the, like, funding ticks rule change discussion, and how I set up my motive wave. But for as far as the cumulative delta on the right, I just put a second ES chart on the, like, I use the floating thing, so, like, it's not just one chart. Like, you get this whole space, and then you can, like, throw in as many things as you want. It's like a floating tab that you can get. So I just add my normal chart into it, and then I put another, like, smaller ES chart, and then you just go up to study, volume-based studies, and then on there it is the cumulative delta. You can't see that on stream because it's recording the window, not like my actual screen, but yeah, just go to the top, look for studies, volume-based, cumulative delta. We are coming back down into the range here now. How are you enjoying Mountain Wave? I'm loving it, but still, yeah, I am loving it as well. Absolutely loving it. Still adjusting, but I'm pretty much like I'm there now. I would say like I'm pretty. It feels natural to me now. It felt so wonky at first coming from TradingView, because TradingView just has the floating option. Yeah, good question. If you go into the add in the bottom bit here, so the tab at the bottom, and then just choose floating, and then you can just name it, and then you have a new. Like if I name this floating 1, okay, I would then get a new floating tab, which you can then just customize. You get this entire space to just put stuff on. So you could have like something here, you could have delta, like you could have delta down here, you could have something else up here. Yeah, very solid way to do it, to be honest. A pretty neat way to customize your charts. So yeah, that's exactly what this is. It's just my normal ES chart with all my volume profile and my volume profile levels, and then a secondary chart that has the delta on it. No worries. Like I say, I'm gonna do a video on my channel that will be posted by the end of this week, and that will literally I'll walk like people through exactly how to get their motive wave to look like mine, like look like the same colors, same everything. Because it is a finicky system when you first start using it, so I know I would have appreciated a quick little how-to, a little quick 5-10 minute how-to. I mean, I did a how-to on how to actually get motive wave set up once you've purchased it, as in like get onto it, set up an account and all that stuff. So then the next follow-up video will be how to actually use it. Pretty range-bound day so far. Buyers are still like trying to push, but ain't following through. Do you know another cool indicator I found over the Christmas period? If you go to study, where is it? Overlays, and then it's called depth of market. He says, as he struggles to find a depth of market here, this. So if I add this, it's going to put a histogram of the actual, the DOM on my chart. You can't quite see it on, let me drag my... It's going to put that on there. So it's literally just a straight up histogram of, like, representing the actual depth of market. So all of these lines up here represent resting limit orders, and then all these are resting limit orders, or resting limit buy orders, and resting limit area. So it's just a pretty cool thing to be able to see if you wanted to see it. And then likewise, we can see that there's some orders in this area around the previous week's point of control. They're like the 950s. Biggest resting order is all the way down there at 2750. Obviously you can't see the exact size, but you can kind of just judge, like obviously all these orders are just going to be kind of noise. None of them are really significantly large, but then like all these down here honestly make me kind of want to long from there. But yeah, I've messed around with it a little bit. I might continue to mess around with it some more just because it is a pretty cool indicator. And like you can literally see like all the way up there, like you can see that there's a very large bid order at a very large block at the 990 mark. Obviously that's probably will get moved by the time we get up there, but like another massive one up there at 750. It's pretty cool to see, definitely. I saw that depth of market, interesting. I'll test it. Another thing I've done is to go set up the volume profile by tick. What do you mean by tick? Set up the volume profile by tick. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Professor Mac. Help me out. Yeah, depth of market, definitely an interesting thing to use, especially for like an order flow perspective. Especially for someone like me that can't be asked to look at all the numbers on depth of market. Just a sec, no worries. Yeah, if you're someone like me who's can't be bothered and just doesn't want to have to look at all the numbers changing on a depth of market, then this is a pretty good alternative. For like, I mean, it's showing you the exact same thing. You just can't see the exact amount of orders, but you can see the important part, which is which ones are bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna check this every now and then. I'll keep it on my chart for now, but I don't really want it to mess up my system I already have, because obviously I'm pretty happy with my current system, just using the volume profile and the delta. If you put just a sec, because I'm going to see something in... Oh wait, here we go. The rows layout on the volume profile and trading view. We've been using number of rows and setting it to 500 or 1,000. Setting it to 500 or 1,000. You mean for the actual volume on... Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. The number of rows. What, you can change that on here? I think I looked for that and you couldn't change it. You can change how much they stick out. Oh right, I've got you. Can we set up on his videos? Yeah. Yeah, my volume profile and trading view was set up like that with the more number of rows. But you can't do that on Motive Wave, annoyingly. But it doesn't actually matter because trading view gives you, or this gives you more than enough rows. Oh shit. You can see that each one of these highs on the delta, each one of these highs that's gone lower, the delta has pushed higher. So that's just showing more and more absorption of the delta. Honestly, makes me want to fade these highs. What's the ATR? 3.5. So if I have a 7, if I literally was to do that, I'm gonna do that. I wanna get a move on getting through some accounts. What's that? 4,850. And then 55.50. Because I can easily get a 1-to-1. That's actually more than a 1-to-1. Let's go straight 1-to-1. 41.50. Like, we have the D-shaped profile. We have clear absorption at these highs. We have some orders on the DOM here. I'm not really paying attention to that. And then we have, yeah, D-shaped profile, like I said. Fading the high of the day, basically. And we have the previous week's point of control there, but... yeah. I just want to get moving through my accounts, to be honest. What am I going for? 41.50. So my break-even point will be 42.25. Can I put that at the top? Not like the best trade I've ever taken, but I would say that we're doing fine here. Like I say, so much absorption going on that it's basically like a kind of C-ranked volume profile setup, but when you throw in the delta as an added confluence, it adds to it a little bit. Just need to get filled. Here it comes. Just fell short of us there. Literally by a tick, I think. 2 ticks. You have to click on like the individual candles on this as well, which is something that actually you can see it in the bottom left. Never mind, ignore me. You can see the numbers in the bottom left, but you can also click on the individual candle. So. I'm going to tighten that just by 2 points because we are getting a pretty small range here. 42. Because like that's what? 7.5, we've got 3, so really I can get away with like 6.5. Which is exactly what we got there. That's one annoying thing with Motive Wave that I've found, is I like to see how many points the size of my stop loss is. And Motive Wave doesn't tell you. It does tell you some other cool stuff, like I can see the exact entry point, but actually no, you can see it on TradingView as well, can't you? You can just look at it on the side, whereas this shows that you're like on the actual tool. Come on, about to get filled. That is teasing the shit out of us. So much fucking absorption with the delta here. Look how much the delta is above this high, and the price isn't even above that high yet. Filled, there we go. Limit buy 4. Let's just let that play out now.
Order filled.
See how this goes. What I will do is do this. Risking $130. I'm gonna delete that now just because I don't like it on the chart. That's the right break-even point, right? Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Crack of the neck. Retesting the value area high of the current session there. Do you know what I want to be able to do? I want to be able to change my value area high color so it's a bit brighter. You see how it's bright when I click on it, but when I'm not clicked on it, it just kind of fades away. And I don't like it. I want it to be brighter. But I can't figure out how to do that. Unless I do... No, I can't even do underlay would make it even less visible. Because that's straight blue. Make it sky blue. I don't like sky blue. Like I say, blue looks fine. I just want it to be there when I don't click on it. I want it to be as visible as it is there. Light blue? Still don't like it. Just doesn't look right. Pale blue? Getting there. Tested value area high of the current session and shot back up. That's interesting. We did get a little bit of reaction. Dark blue just won't work at all. Aqua. What about aqua? No. Yeah, I don't know. I want them to be more visible, ideally. It's literally me being nitpicky, really. Like, I can see them pretty easily. It just annoys me how they fade like that. They go slightly darker, but then when I click on it... Actually, what happens if I make them brighter, but then when I click off, does it kind of work then? I'm just going to keep my eye on price, since it is just blowing up now. Where was I? Value area. So right now we're blue. Let's try light blue. Apply. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I'd rather just have it normal blue. That is another thing with Motive Wave that I honestly have just found annoying, is the fact that you have to click apply on your drawings when you're editing them. I've gotten used to it, but like originally, the amount of times I would just edit a drawing and then I would like click off and expect it to have already done it, and then I have to do it again because I'm like, fuck's sake, I didn't hear apply. We are... yeah, never mind. Okay. Let's see if it breaks the value area high of the current session this time. Like I say, that I for the funding ticks rule, like this trade has been much longer than a minute now. Obviously, this is a bit of a slower trade. A bit of a big trade, honestly, too. 2.75. Shall I tighten my stop a little bit? Well, there's no point. I may as well just leave it. Rejected this value area high of the current session again. Why the one time the value area high is like the roadblock for price is when I'm trying to short past it. I'm well aware that I'm trying to short in like what is basically an uptrend, but it's gone pretty consolidated here. Like you can see the profile. It's pretty even distribution profile. It's just fucking annoying that this value area high is holding price up. But we do seem to like, we climb up a bit and then when it's coming down, it is coming fast. It just stalls here for some reason. I feel like if we can break these lows now, we're also in like the idea of liquidity, I guess, like from an ICT standpoint, there is going to be, these are pretty smooth lows here. Just jumping back to ICT for a split second. Obviously, that is by no means any reasoning behind why I entered the trade, and the value area high of the current session is holding up again. It's honestly getting funny now. I'm gonna figure out if I underlay this, that means that it goes. Yeah, that means the candles go on top of it. I don't like that. I hate that we're sitting above that value area high. I would love some rotations from value area high POC down to... Yeah. That's why I've kind of gotten above the value area high, really, didn't I? More absorption of these highs. Look at the delta compared to price. Okay, now we're really pushing through. Probably getting stopped. It's still a bit of absorption going on there, but yeah. Value area high held up for once. Price just exploded through. The buyers finally won. Good for them. Bad for me. Probably absolutely getting stopped there, right? I mean, that was a very explosive candle to the upside. There was a slight bit of absorption on it, but I don't think it matters. I think that's got me. I mean, it's what? It's literally a point away from me.
Order filled.
Yeah. Ah, well. on to the next account. That was my first attempt trying to, last week's value area high, yeah, for sure. That was my first attempt trying to lean a little bit more on the order flow side of things. Didn't work. Oh, okay. That was a spike down. Is this going to stop me out by a tick and then spike down, or is this going to get a move onto the upside? Very jumpy. All of a sudden. I think I'll be done for the day, honestly, there, but we'll watch it for a little bit longer. In case something does present itself. I need to set up some templates real quick, because this one is just for my sizing. This is the 150. I'll just call it 150. Fuck it. That's a short. We need a long. Oh, that's a long, and then we need a short. My bad. Wait, this isn't gonna do. If I delete this, that isn't gonna make it like that big, is it? No, okay. I was just checking. Then short, this needs to be called. Wait, what? 150. So just do it for both. That's kind of cool. You don't have to set them as individual things. So what if I go on this, if I go on this and then make this 500. Cool. So you don't have to do individual templates for long and short like you do on TradingView. You can just do it for one. It's just like there for both. That's cool. That's another crazy thing about Motivwave, how much you can zoom out like so fast. The amount of times I've accidentally just gone like whoop, and then I'm just looking at the entire like week's range on a 1 minute chart. Oh my god, see, I did it there. I did it again. That was completely by accident that time. What a boring day. Literally in the New York AM session for the first, hour since the open. It took us basically an hour to touch the first value level, and that value level was a previous week's POC, which is just not really building much value up. Volume. Why is there just like a complete gap here of volume? Is that because of is my thing glitched, or is that? One thing I've noticed is it does glitch around with data sometimes, so what I've found fixes that is just refreshing, like switching to a different time frame, like the 5 minute or something, and then just switching back to the 1 minute. But yeah, it looks like there was literally just a lapse in volume when we shot up there at 10:27. Also makes sense actually that we aren't doing a whole lot today. Obviously this is like the first proper week back since the New Year and Christmas, but also obviously Trump decided to just like play God and decided that he wanted to own Venezuela, so people will obviously be like a bit hesitant to be involved in the market right now, which is understandable. Really don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna call a stream here just because it's there doesn't seem to be much like that's gonna be offered to me. I will be watching it just in case for the next 30 minutes or so. I'll probably cut my session at 11 today just while the volume builds back up, like in the initial stages of the month. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today because this is just not really showing me anything that I. Unless there happens to be something that happens in value area high up here, but even then that's going to be past 11, which I won't want to take it. This is moving really slow, obviously. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back every day, basically, for the rest of this month. And the start of February, Monday to Friday, 9:45 a.m. So appreciate you boys that popped in for the first session back. Hopefully you can join me again tomorrow. And use code Lucid, use code KAICAP at Lucid. Appreciate you boys, and I will catch you tomorrow.